Alright guys, we are back here for another Mystical Features video where today we will be talking about Slenderman. So let's go ahead and dive into it and explain Slenderman. So Slenderman is a very fictional supernatural being. Slenderman is a very popular creepypasta that originated from an internet meme created by Something Awful from a user named Eric Knudsen. Eric Knudsen created Slenderman in the year 2009 in June. So, Slenderman has a very thin body with pale white skin and has a blank face with no nose, no mouth, no ear, and no eyes. Slenderman wears a black suit with tentacle-like features branching out of his back. Stories say Slenderman stalks, abducts, and traumatizes people, but particularly children. Slenderman has the ability to teleport. He also has an ability which is called Slender Sickness, which is like a rapid onset of paranormal, nightmares, delusions, and sometimes nosebleeds. There are many different stories tied to Slenderman and based off him. We have arts, we have video games, and we have movies and documentaries based off of Slenderman. Now, Slenderman may be a fictional being, but it's more sort of not that simple. There are a couple real life events that were inspired by Slenderman. Slenderman was inspired by That Insidious Beast, Stephen King The Mist, and reports of real people actually seeing shadow people, and of course Mothman and even Matt Gassier of Matt Toon. Another inspiration was from the film, the Tall Man film in 1979. Slenderman even got inspiration from video games like Silent Hill and Resident Evil. The inspiration from his looks, like the black suit, the paleness, came from Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode Hushman in Black. The first video game with Slenderman was Slender the Eight Pages. It was so popular in 2012, that's when it came out. It was so popular then that the actual official website crashed due to a lot of people trying to download the game. Now, this incident was caused by minors, so I won't be saying their name. I mean, they were tried as adults, so I guess I could, but I'm not, so let's go ahead and jump into it. On May 31st in 2014, two 12-year-olds lured their friend, who was also 12, into a wooded area of Davids Park in Waukesha, Wisconsin. After luring their friend to the woods, they attempted to murder and sacrifice her to Slenderman. The girl that they lured into the woods suffered 19 stab wounds, but survived and was rescued by a cyclist. The two 12-year-olds stated that they were motivated by Slenderman and believed that killing their friend would please him and prove his existence. The two 12-year-olds were tried as adults in 2017, but were found not guilty for reason of insanity. They were both committed to a psychiatric facility. One of them was sentenced to 25 years and was released in 2021, and the other one got 40 years and was released in 2025. The stabbing caused public debates about the role of internet in society and its effects on children. There's actually a documentary on the stabbing called Beware the Slenderman. There's a movie based on the stabbing called Mercy Black. Both girls stated that they were afraid of Slenderman and that he would kill their families if they didn't do the sacrifice. They claimed Slenderman was watching them, he could read their minds, and he could teleport. Now, there's a lot of details that I didn't cover about this case, but you can always watch the documentary Beware of Slenderman. I think I said Beware the Slenderman earlier. Sorry about that. But you always watch that documentary, and or even go on Wikipedia to get more information about the case and get more detail about what actually happened.
The palest man, the blackest suit, bigger than the tallest brute. Fear the man, the slender man, for he can do what no one can.
Came upon a 12-year-old female. She appears to be stabbed. She appears to be what? Stabbed.
Wire and Geyser are accused of of stabbing the friend and leaving her for dead.
Police say the suspects were inspired by a character on a website.
Slenderman, a faceless ghoul.
We never thought she could possibly believe that it was real.
Anisha told me we had to. She said that he'd kill our families.
Who's he?
A man. He can be anywhere from 6 feet to 14 feet tall. He doesn't have a face. His skin is white.
She needed to prove that Slenderman existed and would be able to do that by killing somebody.
We forget how much it sucks to be a kid.
They don't know how to differentiate between fantasy and reality.
People are captivated by Slenderman. That's what I call power.
To believe in the boogeyman isn't that hard, and they believed it was real.
She lifts up her jacket and shows me the handle of a knife.
What were you thinking?
Dear God, this is really happening.
Now let's get to more incidents that involves Slenderman. After a woman heard the story of the Waukesha stabbing, a woman from Cincinnati, Ohio, reported in June 2014 that her 13-year-old daughter attacked her with a knife. The mother claims that the daughter was motivated by Slenderman. Now let's hop into another incident here. On September 4th, 2014, a 14-year-old girl in Port Richey, Florida, actually set the house that she was living in on fire while her mother and 9-year-old brother was inside the house. It was reported by the police that the person that set the house on fire, which was the girl of course, was doing online research on Slenderman. Another incident that happened early 2015 was a suicide attempt by a couple of young people at the ages 12 to 24 on Pine Ridge India Reservation. It was reported that the incident was motivated by Slenderman. So what do you think? Do you think Slenderman is real? Do you think supernatural in general is real? There's a lot of questions people have been asking for years, for decades, but now we live in a modern time where those questions could be answered quicker than you know. So, that is about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to have another mystical features video in the future. Probably more than you know. Like, comment, subscribe, and, tell me what you guys think. What do you believe in? Do you believe in the supernatural? Do you believe in mystical creatures and stuff? There's so much, like I said, that meets the eye in this big world. We have an infinite universe that we don't know what's out there, so we don't know a lot of information. You probably know more than you think, but there's a lot more knowledge to cover. So you guys take it easy, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you guys all in the next mystical feature video.